What's up, Dragon Brood? Before we get into today's video, I want to give a quick reminder that if you want to get your deck list featured or you want me to look at a deck list, do not post it in the YouTube comments. Do not send it directly to me in a DM. Please follow the directions. Go to my description. You can go to my Discord. You can post it in the Discord. Or if you're a YouTube member, there is a link that has an email that goes right to me, and I will see it, and that increases your odds of being featured on this channel. So the reason I do that, just for clarity, is that way I don't end up having a whole bunch of deck lists just posted in the comments, which make the comments useless, and I can leave my DMs open for business for doing other things. Just want to clarify that. However, today's deck does come from somebody that was in our Discord from Darkside, and it is a Jund, we'll call it Reanimator deck. It comes with a little bit of a different spin, which I like today, so we're going to have some fun with this one. But it does start with 4 Goldhound, which is already nice and new and different, so I'm into it. We got 2 Cathartic Pyre, 3 Armored Scrap Gorger, which is fine for removing some stuff from the opponent's yard. I don't hate that. 2 Llanowar Loam Speaker. Cool. I'm not sure if it should be more Scrap Gorgers or not, depending on what we're faced with. There's a couple of Mosswood Dread Knights, kind of just hanging out, but hey, it's still card draw. But the fun thing here is Blood Tithe Harvester, because this does work with some other stuff in the deck. Since we are playing Jund colors, of course we're playing Glissa Sunslayer, and we're playing Tyvar Jubilant Brawler, which is nice because basically everything we've talked about up to this point, Tyvar can bring back into play, which is actually pretty sweet. Then we have some Riveteer's Charm for a variety of things, drawing cards, killing the opponent's largest creature, stuff like that. There is one Jaxus, which I enjoy because you can send stuff to the graveyard and get some cards. It does have an Unleash the Inferno, but one of the key cards of this deck is Diregraph Rebirth. Why this is interesting is that you do have something like Goldhound that you can sacrifice for mana, which does count. You also have Harvester that you could sacrifice, so that counts. And those further reduce the costs of Diregraph Rebirth. So there is possibilities that we could cast this really early and get something huge into play. Now, there's not a ton of targets, but we are playing 3 Trumpet and Carnosaur, which is good because this can be removal or actually just be a big body. Or we could use it for removal and then get it back with Diregraph Rebirth, which is actually a thing that'll probably happen. And then a couple of Titan of Industry, because this card's just silly if you get it back on the cheap. And a couple of March of the Wretched. I'm assuming by the end of the video, we'll probably want to put in more top-end things that we can get. But we'll find out through playing the games. Like always, if you want to see the full deck list, go to the end of the video. We'll talk about changes we made and why we made them based on the games. But if you want to download this sweet list, just go to the description below. Look for the blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link. And then you can get today's deck and a whole bunch of other awesome things you can play in Standard. For now, though, let's go see if this deck from Darkside does all the wacky things we want it to do. Alright, this is at least interesting. Yeah, also, they did mention that they play this in best of 3, and obviously we are doing best of 1. That will make a difference here. I might end up just playing this as a body to block with, which is just sad, but might be real. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Mostly because I don't want to have, like, my Loam Speaker taken away or whatever, which could be disappointing. Also because we have March of Wretched Sorrow. Depending on what they have, we could, like, kill something, get this back, and block, and, you know, get a fun little combat trick out of it. I mean, they might decide this is Brutal Cathar time. Oh, it's Adeline time, though. That's interesting. Alright, I guess we're just blocking there. That creates a situation. I kind of have to decide if it's worth killing Adeline here or doing something else, huh? That's tough. I mean, I guess if they have Brutal Cathar, we're still kind of blocking with the same things. I mean, they attack with Adeline and the Initiate, and we don't really have a good play there. This is tough. This is real tough. I'd have to get rid of at least 1 card to kill Adeline on top of it, without a land being available. Ooh, that's a tough choice. We get rid of 2 here. I mean, alright, I'm going to do this just so I still keep the option of being able to kill Adeline if necessary. Like, if they Cathar here, then maybe we just kill Adeline and make our life easier. Ooh, crap. Alright. Let's just get rid of 2 cards. Man, that's a tough one. Tough. Alright. Sadly, I'm going to get rid of these 2 because it looks like I'm going to get to hold on to our Loam Speaker, and then we could always just use this, so... Hate to do it, but here we are. And we gain a little bit of life out of that, so we buy some time. Oh, no. Thalia takes away our backup plan unless we top deck a land. That's tough. Yep. And even then, we'd just be getting rid of the Coppercoat Vanguard because we wouldn't be able to get rid of Adeline or Thalia. So that is unfortunate. However, we can still use this, so that's fine. We will pass the turn. This is interesting because this would become a 3-3. But we could turn it back to a 2-2 by killing the Vanguard. And then we could chump block some things across the way. Alright, Brutal Cathar. What are you targeting, friend? They want to get rid of the Goldhound. Probably because it first strikes. Alright. This is going to get weird. Only those 2. Okay, fair. Oh, I meant to block first. I needed to block first. Oh, that was terrible. I could have got rid of Thalia here. That was stupid. That was stupid. Definitely should have blocked first. Zero reason not to. Terrible, terrible. Alright. I mean, we might unlock some stuff anyway next turn now we have all the mana creatures. So, I mean, I guess we're mostly fine. We'll block, take 4. But yeah, I definitely could have had a much better turn situation here. Alright, well, things being what they are, let's do this. And let's go ahead and do this. Guess get rid of you. Pass the turn. I mean, they get to get rid of something. It's going to be Glissa. Hopefully they just cast a creature here, which is what I really want them to do. Nope, they're not going to. Ah, well. This kind of works just the same. We'll just take 3, and then we'll unlock both of our Duders, and then we'll be back off to the races. We're also just 1 mana away from casting the Titan, so that's fine. Let's see what they do here. Nothing? Alright, we'll attempt it. Let's see what you got. Get rid of that, I guess. Awesome. We unlocked everybody. Now we're back on the front foot. Love when that happens. Oh, nice. I'm not even going to play the Titan yet. I think I'm just going to attack with Glissa here. Actually, yeah, just Glissa's fine. I probably could have got a... Nah, that's the only thing I could really attack with any value. Oh, not true, actually. I could have attacked with the Scrap Gorger. But let's do this, see what we find. Don't even need to kill the opponent's stuff here. We're just going for Value Town. Alright. This is one of those ones where, like, the opponent got off to a good start, but now we're just doing our thing. Yeah, Lunarch Veteran ain't gonna cut it. Yep, we're just going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's just do this. Turn this into a creature. And I'm just gonna attack with this, 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 this. Sure. I mean, that's a lot they've got to deal with. And we're at 11 with no way to kill us right now. I mean, I guess I could attack with Dread Knight as well. I mean, what's the worst they were going to do? Block it and kill it, and then I'll just draw a card. Alright. Yeah, we'll just play this. End the turn. I don't know what else they're going to do here. Yep, that'll do it. Sure, let's do it. I think the plan here... I guess I should have played this first. It would have given me the option for the Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, you get the one thing you can get, I guess. Always hate when that happens, because then I have to, like, not have a card hidden from my opponent. It's always nice when you can hide some amount of information. Nope, looks like our Scrap Gorger ain't gonna make it. Kind of don't blame them, though, because they might think we're trying to ramp into Titan, but that's not really our goal here. I mean, we will if we can. Also, this with Titan's kind of cute, too. Nope, they're just going to kill a bunch of things. Alright, fair enough. I'll just try to play this. See if it lives or dies. Sentinel, sure. See, now this sucks because there's a bat. Dang it. So if we don't do this with Jaxus, we're just never going to get the opportunity to even play our Titan, which we kind of would rather just do that and have it go to the yard. So... Wait, can I not do this? Does it copy? Oh, it has to be target of another creature I control. Oh. Well, that's not nearly as exciting. Alright. Yep, pass a turn. I might actually just discard the... Well, see, the problem is if I get the Reanimator spell, though, that's worse. Yep. I think it's better just having the Titan in the yard, even if they do get a good card from us. Alright, just a land. So we blocked them from doing anything to it, so I guess that counts for something. Yep, we just have to take it. Kind of unfortunate. Oh, gross. Alright, I mean, copy this. Get rid of that. I mean, I just want the card off of it, honestly. I don't really care about anything else. Okay, Carnosaur is at least interesting. In the turn. They're gonna make us discard again. I mean, Jaxus into Carnosaur every turn is kind of cool. I don't hate that. I don't think we're gonna get to keep Jaxus, unfortunately, but it's a cool idea.
I am vengeance, bloody and righteous.
Would we even try to, like... I mean, do we try to kill a Deep Cavern Bat? I don't even think we do. I think we just take it and just say, you know what? We'll just deal with the consequences. And then whatever card we get, we copy the Carnosaur. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can play Carnosaur. We can copy Carnosaur with Jaxus. And then just see what happens. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. What do we find? You know, sure. We'll deal 3. Just get rid of as many things as we can here. And then we'll go ahead and copy this. Discarding that. Getting a Glissa. Alright, that's nice. Attacking here. Alright. So now we get to draw. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Because if they play this, now we can kill their Sentinel and still kill it with Glissa. Kill the Virtue. Alright, they're not going to do that. They're just going to draw here. All right. Good stuff. You know what's funny? That actually does matter here because I needed all of my mana. All right, I guess Loam Speakers, it's your time. I mean, I genuinely need all the rest of it. Okay, we drew another one, so that helps. But let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna attack. Alright, sounds good. Okay, hopefully they don't kill a Carnosaur here. I mean, they have enough that they can attack with their land and still play a Dreadnought. Or, well, I guess not if they're drawing a card, I suppose. Liliana of the Veil.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Man, what do you want to get rid of here? It's got to be Jaxus, sadly. Actually, I say that if I keep Carnosaur, that's 14. They can replay their doom. Alright, Jaxus is going to die. There's a few ways where just Carnosaur could have been, but they got 2 cards. I mean, well, there you go. Like, they could have been anything. Oh. Hold on. Can we do anything with these? We can get back a Carnosaur. Alright. Let's go here and here. Sounds great. I will get a card. Awesome sauce. And some things go to the graveyard, which makes this even cheaper.
Fun when they hit back.
So we're just going to go ahead and get this dude right back and get some value. Oh, awesome. We're going to get a lot of value here. What do we want back? Probably another Dreadnought. Oh, actually, we can get a Blood Tithe Harvester. That'd be good. Let's mill 3.
It's not a victory.
Get a Blood Tithe Harvester. I am going to draw a card. And go ahead and play this dude. Alright, that was a strong turn. You got it, opponent. You got it. We are going to draw. And I think we're just going to go ahead and kill the 2/3. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it kind of does matter, actually. Because we can get another card here. I don't really care about losing a couple life. We could also just get Titan if we're really worried about what's about to come. Don't think I had anything else. Oh, no, I messed up. No, that wouldn't have mattered. I would only had one more blood token. But I could have actually gotten this back and then made another blood and killed something else, but that's fine. Alright, so we don't get a card off Glissa. Alright. Do we care that much about what the opponent's doing here? We untap this dude. I mean, I guess we could untap that, but whatever. Do I just get the Titan just on principle and just call it a day? I feel like that's what we're supposed to be doing here. Yeah, let's just do that. It's fine. Just kind of put the opponent on notice. Make a 4/4. Put a shield counter on the Titan, I guess. Yep, I lose a bunch of life. Go ahead and play a body. Play this tapped. Alright, we have 2 big tramplers. Opponent's going to get to gain some life here from drawing cards. We get to put this back into play if we want to. We can also just play this, attack with a 3/3 land. So yeah, I think we've got this. It's going to be really hard for us not to have this here, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Alright, sure. What's that last card? It is a Liliana.
Enough with the
That
mystery.
is something.
I've come for answers.
I'm just going to get rid of this.
Haven't you ever heard of
I think we're good here now. I mean, we have 14 worth of trample damage, so it's whatever. And another Titan just because. Fair enough. We're going to go ahead and just make life easy. Yep. There you go. Definite mulligan. This one we'll keep putting back in the Titan, I think. Because nothing else really matters here, so let's go ahead and do that. Or at least nothing else makes sense. I'm sure it all matters. We definitely need to find some lands here, though. Ooh, Monored took a long time to decide to play that Commando Faces Kakazan. Alright, we need to find lands here, or this is going to go very, very badly. Any untapped land works here, deck. Glissa would be great. Oh, they're playing that type of deck. Interesting. Alright, well, this could hurt. I played a deck like that not long ago, and it was very, very good. Also means they're probably about to start unloading the burn spells, and we're not going to get to keep creatures for very long. We might lose both of these, actually. And that could be very real. Yep, there goes the first one. And then we lightning strike the Loam Speaker. No, did not lightning strike the Loam Speaker. Interesting. Alright. So, things being what they are. They didn't lightning strike. I'm half tempted to just go ahead and play this. Oh no, but that got exiled. Never mind. That is a big problem, actually. Alright. That sucks. Just gotta hope they don't have it. Because so far, this has not come together very well. Oh, no. Okay, it wasn't a lightning strike. We'd have got hit for a bunch there, and that would have sucked. Alright, well, we're going to get hit for 4. 5, 6, actually, because this is non-creature. But we could just be dead next turn. Yeah, if I'm the... Well, maybe not. If they attack with everything, then we get to block one of those. That's fine. Yeah, of course, we're blocking here. They get to see cards, but nothing we can do about it. We just have to hope it's not like lightning. Ugh. Alright, well. Ugh. This is like our worst nightmare scenario. If we attack, we could destroy the Commando Faces Kakazan. I'm just trying to think, like, is that the best thing? We at least get a creature out the way. Because we're going to lose it anyway here. So yeah, we might as well. Yeah, I think the opponent sees what we're trying to do. Yeah, that's fine. That's what the end result was going to be. But they can at least keep the option of us maybe not getting a card as well. So I get it. And this is just about minimizing the damage we're taking here more than anything else. Alright, so our Carnosaur's in the yard. Can't get back Harvester. Assuming Glissa's gonna die here. And then we can play another Glissa, but then we're still gonna be very low on life. Might have to discard one of these Tyvars. 7. This is gonna put us to 6. This is gonna put us to 4. Yeah, I need a kill spell for that guy. Oh, they're not even gonna try to kill our Loam Speaker. Wow. There's like, F it. They figure they got damage up top. They'll just kill us. Alright, well, we gotta find a kill. Actually, you know what we need to find? One of the March of the Wretched or whatever. March of Wretched Sorrows. So we gotta dig. That was not one of them. That was not one of them. Oh, boy. Kind of our only play. We have to attack. I mean, see if there's one on top. I mean, being at 3 doesn't even matter here because any 2 damage spell kills us as well. Let's go ahead and draw. Didn't get it. All right, GG's. I mean, pretty sure there's no way we're alive here. Unless those are literally just land, and land on top. That's literally the only ways we don't die. Just shoot us with anything, opponent. Alright. There's another creature. Got any more spells up there? They got a Feldon, which we can block with an 0-3 now, so that's good. Alright, we're not dead. I mean, we should be, but we're not. I mean, you might as well play this guy. I mean, I guess you at least have a blocker. And it makes sure that... Oh, Diagraph Rebirth. Okay, I mean... Oh, the problem is if we find March of Wretched Sorrows, though, we can't play it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Because we won't be able to gain life off of it. Because it's an X spell. I mean, I guess I could discard spells from my hand, though. Alright, that's fine. Sure, let's see if we can find one. I mean, because what else are we going to do? Sacrifice a creature with the highest mana value. Exile 3 cards until your next end step. So we'd have to use them now, which we can't. Alright. Just have to make them sacrifice. Doesn't change anything on our side, sadly. And we can't even attack, otherwise they could activate the land and we wouldn't be able to block everything. Alright, still need them to brick here and just get a land. I'm assuming they'll hit a spell sooner or later and we're dead. Literally any non-creature spell, non-land, we're dead. That is not one. Okay. That is not one either. Oh, wait, we're dead anyway. Yeah, because those have haste and activate your land. Alright, still GG's. Yep. That didn't go our way at all. Alright, let's keep it. Okay. Well, let's see if we can beat the Bant deck here. These are pretty difficult, honestly. And we're going to get touched up here. Yep. And assuming they can protect their creatures, these next couple turns are just going to be real rough. Because no matter what, we're going to take at least 3 poison, probably 4 poison on this turn. We're going to target something next turn, take some more poison, and then just be kind of in bad shape. Like, that's what we're going to do. So, I mean, we already know what's going to happen. We double block. They're going to protect one. This one's going to deal a poison. Then we're going to take 3. Oh, whoa, whoa, what? Did they not? Wow! That's never, literally, like, never a thing. How did that happen? I'm not even playing with y'all. I'm legitly stunned right now. Jeez. Well, now I think I want to go to... Wow, I don't... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let's go here. I'm going to discard this. Just while their shields are down, I mean, I'll take some poison for the moment, because it's just like... Sure. And then we'll deal 3 to this guy. And then we'll attack. Alright. I mean, I feel like that's the best we could hope for in the circumstances. I mean, they got double Rot Priest early? Oh, they found another Rot Priest. So there's that. like that's a thing that happened. Alright, I'll play this, because at least we can block a Rot Priest and not have to care. If they go to target their Rot Priest once, then I guess we'll go ahead and max value a Carnosaur, or 3 damage a Carnosaur. Won't max it, obviously. What you got, opponent? Alright, well they got at least one protective spell, because they're not going to walk into this twice in a game, I imagine. You know what? If I block with this, and they have something like Tyvar Stand, they have to spend the whole 3. And then we'd be able to kill their Rot Priest. So I'm okay with this. Instead of risking Gold Hounds. Like, it sucks that the Gold Hounds have to go to the graveyard for us to use this, but whatever. Cost of doing business. That's a 1/5. When a creature you control with Toxic deals damage to the player, the player gets an additional poison counter. Alright, that seems fine. Dark creature control gains Death Touch. Alright, that'll be annoying, but it's fine. Tis what it tis. Oh, that's actually cute. Alright. Actually, we could wait on that. Yeah, let's just pass. Things get kind of interesting here, I suppose. Make them sacrifice a thing. Now they kind of have to make a decision here during combat. This only pumps a 1/1. So they can choose to like activate it on a Rot Priest here. Okay, they're not though. So yeah, let's block again. Thought they might give it Death Touch and tap out some amount of mana, but they chose not to. Alright. Sounds good to me. The fact that they've seen 3 Rot Priests and we're only at 3 poison right now feels like we're cheating. Okay. This feels pretty good, not gonna lie. Don't want to use any of these yet, though. I'm just going to pass. Assuming they'll make at least 1 Merrick's token here. Yep, you got it. Sad, I'm probably just going to double block a Merrick's token. Which is rough, but, you know, do what you got to do. I think my plan here is double block a Merrick's token. Block here. See what the opponent's up to. Alright, that's still only going to give it 2 toughness. So you got to spend another spell here, opponent. I know you got 3 cards that do something. Wandering Emperor. Okay, I mean, I kind of wanted to cast one of these Carnosaurs, but this is fine.
Now you've done it. That's coming on.
Yeah, so we can just kill a token. Wasn't expecting them to have a Wandering Emperor. Most of these lists don't, actually, as it turns out. Alright, then we remove something from their yard. Then it'll be able to attack as a 3. We can Carnosaur to deal 3 to this. And then we can attack these 2 into here. And 1 here, because they don't have any haste creatures, I don't think. Actually, it's not true. There is 1 big one with haste, but I don't know if we'd be able to do much to it anyway.
You should be scared.
Alright.
Until next time, then.
Had to waste the Carnosaurs, but, I mean, we went through 3 Rot Priest. So I feel pretty good about that. Okay, well, if we find anything else, we should be able to cast it, which is nice. Speaking of, we could... and see if we find anything interesting. Or just toss some stuff in the yard, which could help us. Also, having multiple different color creatures means Skrelv doesn't get to do a lot, which we love. Alright, well, that's not the most exciting thing. However, think I'm just going to do this. Get rid of that. And I think we're going to attack with this and this and call it good. All right. Yeah, that can't block, fortunately. Sure, why not? It's exiled. Also means they don't get to make a thing this turn, which is fine. So, no Merrick's token, which is good. We have things all shored up so we can block and trade if we need to. Gonna kill our Goldhound. I credit the opponent. They went hardcore on the... Oh, wow. Really? Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, they went pretty deep on... I guess I'll get this. The poison stuff. Like, they have a lot of extra things that poison, which I would not have expected to see. Why could I not attack? Why could I not activate this? Is it only on our turn or something with this guy? You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though creatures had haste. I should have still been able to tap that. Why did it... You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. Yes, I should have been able to minus to kill Skrelv. But I didn't get an opportunity. Oh well, anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it. Things are what they are. Alright, might as well attack. Next time, if I don't get anything good, I'll just start digging with the blood token here. Sure. You can pump and have that. That's fine. We can live with that. You got it. Would have been good if I could have killed you, little Skrelv. Alright, crawling chorus, sure. Rebirth, thank you. That's a thing. Let's get back a Carnosaur. And maybe get else something good to go with it. Alright. Not the best, but it is another blocker, so we'll deal. I should have removed something from the yard during that last turn, too. That's a mistake. Alright. Just pass. Make it a little difficult on them here. I mean, their plan, I'm sure now, is just make Merrick's tokens and go wide. This be used as a... Yeah, it can be used on defense, too. Doesn't have to be an attacker or whatever. Okay. Oh, well, that's cute. Do I still have... I don't. You are in exile. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, I don't have anything great to get back here with this. So, let's see what we got first. Because, I mean, I might put something in with Diagraph Rebirth, and that might be worth it. I also didn't remove something from the opponent's yard again. Turning that into a 3/3 is actually going to matter this game.
Today we carve our deeds into history.
Do.
Share in my glory.
Alright, that's something. We'll at least take that. That at least equates to cards somewhere down the road. Yeah. I think we're just going to pass for now. Then we'll remove stuff. Then we'll start attacking with Carnosaur. I can untap Carnosaur. If something good comes up, I can Diagraph Rebirth. I mean, I guess I could just Rebirth the Glissa, and that's probably fine. Or the other Carnosaur. I mean, there's options. Contaminator. A nuisance, but fine. Doesn't change much. Alright, let's remember to remove a thing. Because that's kind of important. Alright, take our turn. Alright, so if I sack this, put this in the yard. Doesn't do much. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and attack with Carnosaur first. Opponent doesn't know what we're up to with this. I mean, now that they don't know we have the Diagraph Rebirth, I mean, it's in our graveyard, right? Sure, you got it. Want to block with 2 things? Want to put that Contaminator in front of it? Love to see it. All about it. This game has gone way longer than it needed to, truthfully. I feel like I could have sped this up a couple of times. But because stuff died now, this becomes much cheaper. So we'll just go and get another Carnosaur. And get another free thing. Well, this isn't the best. Actually, yeah, let's exile 3 things. Because, I mean, well, I guess if we do that, they would have to sacrifice 12. Because they don't really have anything else. The Scrub's not even really doing anything right now. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what we got. I'm going to have access to a pile of mana, plus I can untap a land. Or a creature with, Oh, that wasn't the best, was it? Alright, well, let's tap this. Get rid of this. We will untap this.
We can do this all day.
Play this. I mean, next turn I'm just going to try to attack with everything since they don't have any blockers. And then I might as well just put this into play, realistically. I mean, there's 0 reason not to. And if I really just wanted to kill Skrelv here, I could, but we're better off attacking. So yeah, just end the turn. Alright. Don't know what the opponent would have here that they could top deck, but we're about to find out. And attacking, we're just blocking across the board. That's just not even a thing. Alright. Load everybody up. Turn this into a critter. And if you got Wandering Emperor or some such, good job. Don't even know if it matters. Alright. Do whatever it is you're going to do. Yep, opponent says GG. It is a Wandering Emperor, but they remove a Carnosaur, go to 16, take 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Doesn't change a thing. Yeah, definitely not. I think if the opponent had had a more... well, I don't know, I say that. I played around some things with the opponent having the type of deck we thought they would have as far as a poison deck. And the game went longer because of that, because they had different things. So it's kind of weird. Okay, so this brought up a lot of interesting things. Because there's a lot of cool stuff this deck does. Especially like if you have Jaxos with like a Carnosaur in play or whatever. So I kind of dig that a little bit. But I feel like if the deck just had a few cards that just did things better on their own, those other things wouldn't be much of a concern, if that makes sense. Like, I like Cathartic Pyres. It's a way to put stuff in the graveyard. Like, I get it. I would almost rather just have more, like, Shieldreds. You know, maybe swap 1 or 2 of the Zeator's Proving Grounds for some of the, like, Restless Cottages, something like that. There's just, like, a lot of little things that I felt it struggled with in Best of 1 that I'd want to change. But yeah, like, I want some number of Shieldred in here. Especially if you're going to play all these, like, 2-mana creatures anyway. Because, you know, turn 2 this, turn 3 Shieldred. And if they don't deal with it, like, that's a real problem. Cathartic Pyres, turn those into... what's the discard? Destroy creature thing? Bitter Triumph. Yeah, some number of these are just better. So now you have an actual removal card, and you can still discard something to the yard, if we want to still do that. That being said, Tyvar is cool, but we don't have a ton of things to hit with him, other than, like, Blood Tithe Harvester, which is cool. you know, to get to play it and use it immediately. But the tough part here is like when we get it and there's just nothing in the yard, or you're looking at like, I think we had hands where it was like Jaxus, Glissa, something, and it's just like, ah, man, these don't really do much. The other thing, too, I was realizing this deck doesn't play very much land. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I liked March as being a way to gain some life. However, if we're now going to have Shieldreds and stuff, I don't know how necessary that is. And Bitter Triumph becomes just hard removal, which I like a lot more. So I could see doing without those, possibly. Though against Mono Red, they are pretty nice. But, you know, you got to make concessions where you got to, I think, to clean up and solve some problems. I think one less Diagraph Rebirth, because we don't have a ton of targets. Though, I will admit, Shieldred becomes a better target now. And we can probably make room for a land or two in here. I do like Riveteer's Charm. No lie, just being able to kill outright like an Atraxa or a Planeswalker or whatever. But if we can do that with Bitter Triumph anyway, I'm probably okay doing that. You know, there was too many times where getting the 3 cards just didn't matter much in several of our games. So I was mostly using this to either exile a graveyard if you're coming up against like Reanimator type stuff, or to just make them sacrifice a big thing, right? Those are kind of the main things we were doing with it, which is fine. But if most of what we're going to be doing is the same thing we do with Bitter Triumph, and we can always kill the creature we want to kill, I might just be more inclined to play a full set of those since we're kind of in that weird Reanimator space anyway. I mean, it's not a lot of removal, but it's at least 4 Bitter Triumph. Then you have 4 Harvesters, possibly reusing them. We do have 1 Unleashed Inferno, possibly using them with Diagraph Rebirth. However, this does now allow us to get a couple of creature lands in here if we want to play Restless Cottage, because that's the best one. So now we're up to 24, and it starts to feel a little bit better. And could probably play another mana creature if we want to play a Scrap Gorger. Still block some stuff in the mono red matchups, or, and you know, remove stuff from the yard, I guess. Or just play Loam Speakers. Or no, I mean, I guess we go to another night. But the reality is, you know, we don't have a ton of life gain. It's just going to be Shieldreds here. This is where, like, when you're deck building, the decisions get kind of tight. I feel like, well, I mean, I guess you could have Bats if you wanted to play a couple of Bats. I think that's probably fair. Cut Jaxus, play 2 Deep Cavern Bat. And this is probably closer to what I would play if I was going to go this way. Having access to Goldhound and all these mana creatures still gives some options for like early Shieldred, even an early Carnosaur, which could be pretty sweet. I also like having stuff like Shieldred because Carnosaur has better hits. We had multiple times where it's like, oh, we just got like whatever the thing was, the draw 2 card or whatever, right? And like, I guess I'll kill a creature. Or, you know, we got like Tyvar with nothing to really do with it. So I feel like now it's like, okay, well, now we have Glissa and Shieldred that we could hit, and that feels a lot better. And Diagraph Rebirth, I guess, if something's already in the graveyard. But yeah, if I was going to do something, probably be like this if I was going to try it. Still have a bunch of things to put stuff in the graveyard, so we still have that option. We still have blood tokens, we get stuff in the yard. Still have Tyvar, but we're not going to draw too many of them now. Still have 3 Diagraph Rebirths if we want to get like the free, cheap creatures into play. And we could still ramp up fine to where we could just cast these if necessary. So I kind of like this, and Shieldred gives us a better out, because we had several games that just drug out for no reason, or they were just, you know, you just couldn't kill your opponent when they're at like 1 or 2 life or something like that. So I think hopefully this will help out a bit. Another thing I will say too is if you don't want to play Unleash Inferno, you could also play something like the what's it called? Exile Artifact or Enchantments. The green-black thing, what is it? The green spell that you could play the Black Kicker. Why can I not remember? There it is, Terra Sunder. I think this is actually really good too, because it's just 2 mana. You can get rid of stuff at instant speed whenever you want. So I do like playing this card, so it's something else to consider too if you don't want to play Unleashed Inferno. I like the Unleashed Inferno because it can kill very large creatures. It can get rid of 2 things sometimes, which is nice. So I don't want to turn my nose up at it, but there are sometimes, you know, like say, coincidentally, Fight Rigging is on screen, but like say your opponent gets a Fight Rigging, sometimes you just want to kill that before it gets to do what it does, and you're just going to be short on mana. So, you know, for my money, generally, Actually, you know what? I'm going to say that, actually. I'm just going to go swap that out for Terra Sunder. There's just a lot of situations where I want Terra Sunder. Even where, like, the domain decks want a 1-mana Leyline, and you're like, cool, during your end step, I'm going to get that back. Keep doing what I was doing. You know, that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a fun deck. I appreciate it. I think it's just kind of a whole thing with, like, Reanimator still very inconsistent right now. But this feels like for a best of one pile, this gives you enough power to do all the things that you're trying to do. So yeah, if you want to give it a go, check this out. Like I said, you can download it and give it a go. This was actually really fun. So if you're looking to play Digraph Rebirth, here's an opportunity. I will say though, if you're looking for another Jund deck and you just want one that goes real big and goes for max value, we played one of those a couple days ago and it was actually pretty sweet. So I'm going to leave this video here and you can check that one out. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.